There's always lots of discussion in marketing strategy meetings about mass reach versus tight targeting. So I thought it would be interesting to look at the effects of both approaches using the sales funnel and trying to assume the budget stays roughly the same. So with tighter targeting, you try to reach more of the people most likely to buy. This is typically those slightly further down the sales funnel and potentially those in a specific market segment like vegetarians if you have a meat-free brand. Now typically it costs more per person to use this tight targeting method, but the effect is fast, measurable improvement in conversion rate, and typically the immediate return on the investment is very positive. What you're doing is by narrowing your targeting, you're increasing the value you receive primarily from current customers or from people who are already very aware of your brand. And this does come with a potential consequence that very, very slowly you'll lose a few of the low value occasional buyers over time. The mass reach approach is where you look for media that delivers the lowest cost per person reached. This means you reach more people and spreads your message to more of the market and to people who may not already be aware of you, may not be buying from you, may be buying from your competitors at this point in time. And the effect is an increase in share of voice that very slowly translates into more sales as you slowly pick up more new light buyers, and that slowly increases your total customer base. Typically the effect on conversions is neutral, but the slow increase in customers is very hard to measure, and because of the timescales involved, it's very hard to attribute to the changes you made to your media plan. And when we look at the results of these two approaches, increasing the total number of customers you have tends to be a more effective approach over time. And many studies from the IPA, from the Ehrenberg Bass Institute have demonstrated this in many different settings. But the speed and ease at which targeting can deliver positive short-term return on investment is naturally a really appealing option for marketers, particularly in some situations. And it can be the right approach. However, it's important to understand that its effects can be temporary and that broader reach tends to drive greater market share and better long-term results overall. Now, much of the IPA's work in particular suggests that you can have a balanced approach between the two and that this may be the most sensible thing to do, ensuring that you have mass reach, long-term brand building that drives overall growth, but also to be able to deliver some targeted, shorter-term activation campaigns that mean you hit short-term goals and targets.